How you doing, homie?
Yo, man, what is up? It's been a minute.
It's been quite some time.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. A lot. I've been out the mix, man. I've
Oh,
really been
dude,
out the mix. I don't know what's been happening.
I feel you. Dude, I've been going through a lot of crazy stuff right now, man. Just like
Man, tell
trying
me
to deal
about
with
it, bro. Me too.
schoolwork, trying to deal with like collaborations and stuff, man. Like it's not easy. It's not easy, but I try and get myself together.
Yeah, shoot.
But
Mostly my whole like couple weeks have consisted of Overwatch. I
really,
don't know. I'm turning
okay,
into like an Overwatch like Discord mod.
gotcha,
Honestly, it's
gotcha,
crazy.
man. Okay, dude, like I was down in Austin for a film festival, so I was like back and forth every day, and it'd be 2 hours away from where I'm from. So like
Mhm.
I stay in Houston, right? Like I
Yeah,
have to drive every single day, wake up in the morning, go to class, do it again the next day, and then like of
man.
course, yeah, it was just a
How
lot to
long was
deal
the
with.
film festival?
There was a whole week. I saw like I didn't have time to see all these films, man. I saw 4 or 5 films, which were
Oh
like
wow.
the big movies, and I was okay with that. But I could have saw Werewolf by Night. I just didn't get a chance, man.
Oh
I missed
man.
it, but I watched it yesterday and it was good.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. I still haven't watched it yet.
Dude, I'm telling
Like
you, Werewolf by Night is arguably the best project Marvel's ever done, and I think they cracked the code,
really.
dude. Yeah, dude, they cracked the
Honestly, that
code.
was like that was most my most anticipated thing from seeing like the Phase 4 slate. I was like, what is
I'm
Werewolf by
telling you,
Night?
dude. I'm telling
Like
you. I think what they did, bro. I think it's probably gonna be better for the future of Marvel, like because what they did instead of doing like these incremental movies, right? They just did one special, 1 hour, and that was it. It's not connected to
wow.
anything. Like it's just its own story.
Oh, it's
It
not
really.
connected? They don't reference anything?
Oh, I mean, they reference things, but like it's not even related to anything else. It has its own story. It works. It doesn't rely on anything. I mean, there's appearances from other characters that are in the comics, but like it's really not that serious. Like it's not. There's no nostalgia to it, which is a really cool
Oh,
thing.
okay,
I
okay.
think I think it's just the fact that it's by itself. It makes it perfect, and that's what I really liked about it, man.
Yeah, I definitely have to check it out this week. Because when I tell you, I don't know, man.
Dude, I'm telling you,
I can't stress enough how much like Overwatch has just like pushed everything back. Like I
bro,
haven't
it's
really
gritty.
posted.
It's.
What happened?
I was gonna say, almost forgot. Like, Werewolf by Night is gritty, bro. It's gritty. Like blood,
Yeah,
gore.
I saw some of the like the fight scenes. I was like, whoa, wait, like the I forgot his not Swamp Thing, Man Thing, right? That's his name.
Not, I think it's because Swamp Thing is DC, right?
Yeah, Swamp Thing is DC. I think it's Man Thing.
Yeah, Man Thing is
The guy with like the snouts
Marvel.
on his face. I saw him
Yeah,
like kill this one person. I was like, whoa, that's not kid
that's right.
friendly.
Yeah, Man Thing, bro. This is a new step for Marvel. I mean, they don't have to rely on the cheesy jokes all the time. It could be dark. It could be
Yeah.
gritty, and there's ways that they could get around that. They can't show a lot of blood because Mickey Mouse says no, but I mean, they
Dude,
can
no, I
work
saw
around
like
it. I'm serious.
yeah, I saw like well, it was black and white. I think that's why. I think that's why they could
Gotcha,
do it.
gotcha. Yeah, I
But
mean, it's creative, man. It's creative.
yeah, I saw like one guy, one of the fight scenes. I swiped up immediately. I saw like one guy get like his whole side torn off. I'm like,
Mm.
whoa, that is crazy.
Yeah, man. But, my bad. I interrupted you. You were talking about Overwatch.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just me going on a rant about how fun Overwatch is and how much time it just takes. It just takes up in
Gotcha,
my day, man.
dude. I never played. I never played.
It's super fun, dude. It's like one of my favorite games ever. Like I used to love the first one, but I kind of fell off with it because like nobody was playing it anymore. And so when
Gotcha.
the second one came out, I was like, "Oh snap!" And it ended up being free, and I was like, "Oh man,
Word.
okay." So yeah,
It's
I've
a
ended up
shooter. It's
playing that.
just. It's just like a shooter, right? Like a basic.
Yeah, it's like a team-based shooter. So it's like
Gotcha.
every single player has a role, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Like you have your healers, you have your attackers, you have your tanks, and you all have to like coexist basically and complete an objective.
I ain't gonna
But
trip.
like
That sounds pretty cool.
it's really fun, man, especially with like friends. Like playing it with just randoms, you get like those guys that like don't play objective and so you end up losing. But like besides that, the game's really fun.
Yeah. I mean, I might. I mean, I don't have a console yet, man. I might get a
Uh,
PS5, but I think I might get a PC. So I'm really thinking about it. But yeah, it really depends. Really depends.
yeah, I don't know.
I just don't know,
I've
like,
been on like, what was that?
or no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, go okay. I've been on my like my video game like stuff like, recently. Like I just now finished God of War, so I'm like getting into that now
Really?
for Ragnarok. Yeah,
The first
like
one?
I'm waiting for the first one, like
Oh,
the one
dude,
that
that's
came
dope.
out in 2018.
That's dope,
That game
dude.
is dude, that game is so it changes you really.
It
It
really
really
does,
feels like
bro.
you went on like a whole
Kratos is
journey.
a thug. Kratos is a
Dude, yeah,
legit thug. Like
Kratos. Yeah,
he
man.
he's a
Oh my
legend,
god,
bro.
Kratos is like one of my favorite characters ever now.
Me too. Me too, bro.
Like, dude.
I used to like back when God of War was on PlayStation 3, bro. I think it was like one or it might have been two or three. It was two or three. That's when I started playing, bro. And I'd have to like watch like the game walkthroughs just because I was so trash.
Mhm.
But bro,
Yeah.
the storylines got you really invested, and that's what I really liked about those PlayStation classics.
Yeah, like even this recent one that just came out, the 2018 one. I didn't know what it was about when I was playing it. I was like, what am I doing? And then I got so invested. I'm like, wow. And then once it ended, I'm just like, I want to cry, honestly. It was just
Crazy.
that good, bro.
Damn, dude.
It was just so immersive. And I was like super hyped for the next one, dude.
Yeah, dude. Black Friday's coming up November. I might have to cop. I might
Bro,
have to cop
you
that
have to.
PlayStation.
You have to. You have to. Because, dude,
Plus, they got all those
2023,
sales.
yeah, 2023 is like an arsenal of games, dude. You have
Mm.
Jedi Fallen Order, Street Fighter
Spider-Man,
6, Spider
Wolverine.
Man 2, 3. No, wait, what?
It's two. Well,
2.
technically
Oh,
it is
yeah.
three.
I was like 3. I was like, wait.
Technically, it is three because Miles
It's the
Morales, you
third
got
one,
Spider-Man.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
but it's
That's
two
the only ones I
apparently.
can think of. What
Yeah.
other games are coming out? See, that always leaves me. It always leaves me.
Oh, dude. Marvel. I think they were talking about like a Captain America and Black Panther team up game.
Oh, that's coming out next
Wolverine.
year.
No, not next
Wolverine.
year. Never mind. Wolverine's coming
Yeah, I
out
think
next year.
Wolverine's not coming out to like
You
2026.
sure? Hold up.
Yeah, I remember I was like, man, I'm gonna be really old when that game comes out.
You
What's
sure?
the first
Hold up,
video
dog.
game that you guys loved? I have like a multiple of video games.
Kingdom Hearts.
I'm a really big fan of like the Sonic games, dude. Like
Sonic
Sonic
Heroes.
Unleashed,
Sonic
Sonic.
Heroes.
Oh God, Sonic Heroes, man. So that was like one of my core memories, like my first video
Dude,
game.
same.
Sonic
Same.
Heroes.
Legendary.
Dude, that theme
Sonic
song.
Riders.
Sonic Riders. I have a poster. Free Riders, the
That's
Wii
pretty
one.
badass.
That was one of my favorite
Um,
games ever.
dude, let's do it. Oh, top 5 games of all time. Go
Of
ahead.
all time.
Yeah, or top
Man,
5
that's hard.
that you can remember vividly as a child.
Okay. So childhood games, basically, not recent, or
Yeah,
just all the
we
way
can
up
do
to
that.
now. Okay. Childhood games. All right. Number 5. It's gonna be mostly Sonic because that's all I played. Number 5, Sonic Unleash. Number 4, I gotta give it to man. Okay, this was gonna sound dumb, but this American Idol game that was like
Interesting.
it was like karaoke. Like that's one of my favorite games that I've ever played. It was like karaoke, and you just
Word.
sing like old songs. So you had that.
Yeah.
Sonic and Sega's All Stars Racing. That's a classic. That game is so slept on, dude. I'm just thinking of like old Wii games, honestly. Transformers for PS2. That's a really good game. I think, oh man, we're at number 1 now.
Ooh, okay.
I gotta think of a game that I
Word.
just constantly kept playing. Hang on. Man, it's fading. It's gonna, man. I don't know. I'm trying to think. So many games, dude.
Dude, there's so okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna name like a particular Kingdom Hearts game, but I'm gonna say the Kingdom Hearts series.
I could put
Um,
Kingdom Hearts on there. That's one of my favorite games ever too.
um, Sly Cooper,
It's like,
Sly Cooper. Um, what else, man? There used to be like an Incredibles game, which was fire.
for like PlayStation 2.
That joint,
Yeah, they used
yeah,
to do like
that
game
joint was
movie tie-ins. They
fire.
don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they don't do that at all. Actually,
Yeah.
they just kind of abandoned
Yeah,
that.
I guess it was a thing of its
Um,
time.
yeah, dude. Like every movie would have like a game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember playing
Like
like
that used to be like a big
it
thing.
had I remember Iron Man had one. Like that's one of one of the first games I played too.
Right,
The
dude. X-Men Origins have one. You remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that was a really good game. That game was being praised like crazy.
Dude, that used to be fire. But if I had to choose two more, no, who'd I choose? Kingdom Hearts, Sly Cooper, Sonic Riders, Sonic Riders, The Incredibles, and then last one. Mm, I'm gonna have to go with Guitar Hero, dog.
Guitar Hero.
Guitar
I
Hero.
always sucked at Guitar Hero. I was just talking
No,
about
dude, I
this with my
got
friend.
good. I got freaking good. Like
Dude,
seriously.
I was so bad at Guitar Hero. I remember they
I used
had
to be good.
I think it was Band Hero. It was like a spin-off title for the Wii.
Yeah,
And they added like drums and stuff. I was good at the
they had
drums, but
drums. They had a
when it
bass.
came to the guitar, bro, I was like, wow, I can't do this. This is difficult.
It used to be crazy, man. It used to go off, bro. But
Damn,
those are
I
some
should
of my
really get
favorite
into that.
movies, dude. It used to be fire. But speaking of like all the stuff coming out in 2023, man. Um, there was another game that I was thinking about. No,
Yeah,
it's
there's
not a
so many
game.
coming out.
Yeah, man. Um, nah, not a game. I'm talking about the series. Last of Us, bro. That's coming out
Oh,
next year.
oh, that's next year. That's not this year.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, oh,
Pedro
no, I'm sad.
Pascal.
I thought I had something to look forward to. I was like, yo, I can't wait for this to drop, man.
That's what I'm
This
saying,
next
bro.
year.
They
Oh,
they. I feel like they release series way too soon. It used to be like a year ahead they release a trailer,
hmm
but it seems like now it's like you either release it really late, like the Marvel movies, or you just like don't give us a time frame of when the movie's gonna come out, and we have to wait
yeah,
like 3 4 years, which is
yeah.
crazy.
But with The Last of Us, I don't know. I'm hyped for it, but it's just like I low key can't get past that Ellie casting. Like I'm
Really?
pretty sure she's a good actor, but like she looks nothing like Ellie. Like
True.
it's I don't know. I mean, what is his name? Pedro Pascal.
Yeah,
He looks exactly like Joel. Like I can put two
he
and two
does.
together. But
He
then I look
does
at video game Ellie and like TV show Ellie. I'm like this. They don't why they don't look. This looks nothing like Ellie.
for sure, bro. They might have just saw her acting and was like, "Yo, this we gotta cast her,"
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
why
what
I'm gonna give
happened.
it the benefit of the doubt. Honestly, I'll still watch it because I'm like, okay, her acting must have been really good because like there is no way you looked at the video game and looked at this actress and was like, that's it. Like man, Ellie has such a
True.
like an iconic look to her, bro. You know?
Oh yeah, but I mean, the character looked like Ellen Page, who was Elliot Page now, but the character looked exactly like Elliot Page.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I forgot what movie she was in or
yeah,
he was in. Sorry.
yeah. At the time, yeah, no, you good, you got. But yeah, there's a Rainbow Six game coming out. No, yeah, Rainbow Six, bro.
I'm not playing Rainbow Six ever again. That game looks
Dude,
toxic. Oh my god.
that's hilarious. Dying Light 2.
That came out this year.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Okay. I'm
I
talking
think
about
this
the
Rainbow Six game you're talking about. I think you're talking about Extraction. I think that also came out this year.
yeah, no, this is 2022. I'm looking at the wrong list.
I
But
was like, dang, already?
yeah,
Because I
upcoming
know
games and stuff, man.
like the
It
top three,
seems
like Fallen Order, Street Fighter Six. I think Tekken comes out next year. I don't know.
really
And
okay.
Spider Man 2. Those are like some of the games. Because I was just thinking to myself, I was like, man, there's gonna be a lot of games coming out.
For
It's
sure, man.
finally around that era where like you know how like the first year when a next gen console comes out, there's no games. Like you have like your indie games that come out and they're like I don't know, they're good for like 5 hours and then you put it down. But now like next year is like the AAA titans come in. Cause like we're starting it off now. We have like Sonic Frontiers, God of War Ragnarok, Gotham
Yeah,
Knights. Even though I'm not a fan of Gotham Knights, I will put
yeah.
it up there.
I don't know how I feel about that, man. I don't know how I feel about the like because I saw some of the gameplay.
it,
It looked decent, but I don't know how I feel about
it,
like there
it's
not
too
being a
stiff.
Batman in the Batman game.
Yeah, it's the combat, like the gameplay to me, it feels like too stiff. Like I don't mind
Gotcha.
Batman not being in the game. It's just like honestly, when I was playing Arkham, I had more fun playing as like Robin than Batman. It's
Interesting. They
like
should have done just the Robin game. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
honestly,
Like
they should have
Robin in the
really
game.
like honestly, they still could have done this little Gotham Knights team up, but it's like they should have followed the blueprints of Arkham rather than try to
Gotcha.
make it something else. Because now I'm just going to compare
Yep.
it to Arkham. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And like the Batman, actually, I again, I'm not a fan of this game, but I will give credit where it's due. They gave Batman the Batfleck voice. He has a voice modulator, and that
Mm,
is the most coolest thing you can do with Batman.
it
Is
actually
where he
is,
has
man.
like something that changes his voice.
I mean, the Batman games, bro. That was some of the best. That's arguably one of the best franchises ever made. Literally,
Yeah, Arkham games are amazing. I finally like
dude. Oh my god.
I played like Arkham Knight over the summer. I finished it, and I told myself that's the last time I'm touching that game because I've
Really,
replayed it so many times. Same thing with Spider Man. I've replayed Spider Man about like a good 20 times just because
really,
like I would really
dude.
get like super bored and sit there and just play it.
Once I play it, I can't play it for like another year.
Really,
Like yeah, I don't know. It's just like I get so bored. Like I
it
want to play
depends on the
something
game,
new.
really.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that, man.
Yeah, it's
But
like with what were you saying?
no, my bad. Go ahead. Go
Oh
ahead.
no, but like
I stopped, man.
with something like God of War, like I tried replaying that, but I was like, nah, I don't want to, because I got bored of it.
Mm,
Like it's still a really good
yep.
game, but it's like I know what's gonna happen. But like something like Spider Man, I you can kind of like make your own. It's gonna sound weird, but you can kind of like make your own story with it based off the story
Gotcha.
that's being told, because like you can
Yeah.
change the suit. So for me,
Correct.
what my first playthrough, I unlocked the Tom Holland suit. So I just pretend like
Same.
this was just Tom Holland doing all this stuff, you know. And then you had like Tobey Maguire. I replayed it with that suit, pretend like it was a original. It was Spider-Man 4 basically. And then the Andrew suit came out. Did the same thing. I just pretend like it was just a movie basically. That's how I usually play my story mode games, just like they're like a movie.
Same.
It
Same.
keeps the fun. It keeps it more fun. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
It makes you feel like you're immersed in a film, which is really
Yeah.
cool. But
Besides trying to just
oh,
like complete the game, you get immersed in it. You know.
speaking of games, there's a game that's being made into a movie.
Oh,
And
really?
that
What?
movie, dude, there's plenty of them, but I don't know if you saw the trailer. Mario, like, bro,
Oh my God! Yeah, I
what
reacted
do you
to it.
think, man?
I posted it, dude. I literally posted my reaction on my page, and I was looking back at my reaction. I'm like, man, I'm not feeling this movie. Like I'm like my face is like this the whole time. I'm like, what? Because it's like
Dude,
I don't know. I think it's the voice that took me out. Chris, it.
you know what? I think you're right, dude. Think about Jack Black, right? I feel like he's a comedian,
Mm-hmm.
um, but Jack Black, he's also had some skill working with voice acting. So
Yeah,
he was the panda. What
yeah.
was his name?
He was Poe.
Kung Fu Panda. He was Poe in
Poe.
Kung Fu
Yeah,
Panda. Like he was other things. Like he did all that stuff to prepare for this. Like
yeah,
I feel like you can't just be an actor and then be in a big movie and
yeah.
expect to be a good voice actor. You really gotta have that delivery down, you know?
Yeah, I completely understand that. Yeah, because they can't see you. You know what I'm saying? You're
Exactly.
portraying you're portraying this fictional character. Yeah, in a way, you are that fictional character, and now you have to make me believe that again, you're that fictional character. And Chris Pratt just being Chris Pratt is not
It
doing
doesn't
that
work.
for me.
It doesn't work.
It's just
And he
Chris
doesn't
Pratt,
sound like him. He doesn't sound like him. If it would
not
have
at
been
all.
like Adam Sandler, who's from New York,
Yeah,
that would have been perfect. Plus,
dude, the memes would be so crazy. Oh my
dude, it'd
god.
be hilarious. It'd be hilarious.
Adam
Plus,
Sandler's Mario.
he's
Dude.
done like think about it. He's done a Hotel Transylvania. He's
Yeah,
done
he
like
was
all
great
the
in
other
that.
things. Yeah, he's great in that. So I think you really do have to have like just the right delivery because like you can
Yeah.
read lines. Anyone can read. Any actor can read lines
Yeah, that's what it
and
sounds like
act
Chris
in real
Pratt is
life.
doing. He's just reading the
But
lines.
it doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
And
And and again, it's nothing against like Chris Pratt. I love Chris Pratt, but it's just
oh,
like
he's great. He's
come
great.
on, man. Like you gotta put in the effort, you know. Well, that was only like again. I will give it the benefit of the doubt. That
Oh
was
yeah,
like what, like
1 second,
5 seconds of
five.
dialogue. Yeah,
Yeah, five
yeah.
seconds.
Five. I will give it the benefit of the doubt. Jack Black as Bowser is just
Oh,
take my
amazing.
money on that.
It's
Jack
so
Black is
good.
just so animated. Like I can believe him
In real
being
life
Bowser.
too, bro. In
Yeah,
real life,
he's
he
like
has
a
a good
complete
personality.
goofball, dude. Like
He
I
is.
can I'm already sold on that. And then
He's an entertainer, man. Like
yeah,
he knows how to entertain the crowd, and he gets everyone involved, and it's enjoyable to see. You know, like
yeah,
not a lot of actors have that, especially comedians. So,
exactly.
I mean, that's his skill. That's what he
I mean,
does.
Jack Black does it all, bro. He acts, he sings,
Sings.
voice acts.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
dude,
perfect. He's perfect. Hell,
who
he could have
is
been Mario.
honestly? I mean, yeah, honestly, I believe it. I
Yeah,
feel like he'd be able to. Yeah, it's like Jack Black, man. But then again, this he's so versatile. Like he can.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he could do it. But who is Keegan Michael Key playing?
Toad.
Toad, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm sold on that. I
yeah.
used to love Key and Peele. So it's
Dude,
literally
they should
like
be hilarious.
yeah,
They should be
anytime I
hilarious.
see like Keegan Michael Key in anything, I'm like, I gotta watch it. Cause like
You know, of
I wish they would
course.
have capitalized on their like the movies they made together. Cause they had like
Yeah,
Keanu with the cat.
yeah.
Dude, that movie's hilarious. And
I've
then
never
Key
seen
and
that.
Peele, like it ended. Like, oh, why'd they end the show? It was so good.
Yeah, they had to do other things, man. I mean, if Jordan Peele wouldn't have moved on, he wouldn't have got no. He wouldn't have got us Get Out. So I
Yeah.
understand it. I absolutely
Oh,
understand it, man.
maybe one of these days they'll do like a reunion.
Probably,
I'm hoping
maybe.
for that. Like a Paramount Plus exclusive or something.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
I
What do
just
I?
watched Morbius the other day.
Is it
Oh my
bad? How
god.
bad is it?
Dude, it's on Netflix and I was like it was weird because it's like you feel like you skipped something but you didn't.
Really?
Yeah, like you I literally like skipped like I was watching it with a couple friends and like you literally watch from the beginning, right? And it's just it's I can't explain how it's like they had a really long scene, right? Just like all these set scenes that were just like really played out, well written, right? And they just chopped it.
Interesting.
Like there is one part there's literally I don't know like 30 minutes into the movie, he's already like a vampire, he's already like eating people. And I'm like, "Wait, and they don't really show the come up to that." And
Oh wow.
what's weird is like they have these generic bad guys to get killed by him basically. They just show up and then he just starts killing. He already masters his abilities and stuff. I'm like, okay, this is bad. And then the post
How,
credit scene, dude. Oh my god,
dude? How long is Morbius?
almost 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, I didn't sit through all that.
Interesting. Interesting.
Literally, it's like I watched it, but I didn't watch it. Like literally, I watched the beginning to where he got the vampire stuff parts, or got the vampire powers. I skipped to the middle where he was like in the subway. He broke out of prison, so I went to the prison scene all the way to like where he broke out, and I skipped to the end. And I swear to you, it felt like I watched that full movie because I wasn't really missing out on anything.
That's garbage, bro.
Yeah, the movie's like really bad, man. Like
Damn,
I really got like upset because I'm like, wow, I have this Morbius poster right here because I'm just like, wow, this is really cool. And I'm like, wow.
Damn.
After watching the movie, I'm like, I'm gonna take this down. I don't like this. I don't like this character.
That's sucky, bro.
Yeah, the movie's really bad, dude. It was like stuff was just being introduced. Oh man, I can go on like a whole Morbius rant.
That's why I didn't watch it, bro. That's why.
Yeah, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time.
I won't.
That was like a good hour of my life I can't get back. Watching Morbius.
What do you think about the Blade movie being delayed? Good.
Well, it got delayed.
Good. Yeah, man. So it got delayed. The writer or the director, apparently he had one fight scene in the movie and like a 90-page script for it.
Yeah, I did a video on that.
Yeah.
I heard that like I remember I watched Cuban's video on it. I heard that like Kevin Feige kicked him off or something like that. I'm not sure if that was true or not because it was like Kevin Feige was like, dude, this isn't good, and we're gonna take you off. But I think he just like stepped down. But then again, why are you pushing Blade as like this second thought? That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Blade cannot end up like Morbius. That's for sure.
Absolutely not.
One fight scene, 90-page script. That's terrible.
That's crazy. The whole thing, like, Blade he's a swordsman, right? He's a martial artist. Like, that's what Wesley did. That's what the character's been defined as. So, like, if you're gonna do a movie, there needs to be a heavy emphasis on choreography. Just like the stunts, all that stuff needs to be important to the story.
Yeah.
So like they really need to get someone that could direct that film and put those things in the movie and make them important. So if they're choosing directors, I did a video on like the directors that they should choose.
Mm-hmm.
And the first person that came to my head, bro, or the first two people that came to my head was the director that did Deadpool. I think it was David Leitch, the director that did Equalizer. I don't know if you know who Antoine Fuqua is. He's done Southpaw, Equalizer. Like, those are the two people that they should really try and get to make the movie.
People who do like action-based movies, basically.
Yes, heavy action, bro. Heavy action. And if it's
that's what I'm trying to see. Like, just not over the top action, but like almost on the levels of like Shang-Chi. Like, you know how good that choreography was?
Oh, so good. That had some of the best choreography in the MCU at the time. And I'd say it's the best choreography in general in the MCU.
Honestly,
like
man.
Scene, the bus scene, bro. The set design, like the bus scene, that was some of the stuff that Jackie Chan used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
And bro, it was so good. Like, it was so good. It wasn't forced or anything. It was a part of the story.
Yeah, it all felt, it was all fluent. Like, it felt like it mattered.
It felt authentic.
It wasn't really over the top. It was like, whoa, like you got immersed. You know what I'm saying?
And it was real.
Yeah.
It was real. That bus, like the biggest problem with the MCU is like they use a lot of green screen.
Yeah, and it takes you out the movie.
I think Christian Bale said something like while he was like he was talking about his experience.
I saw that. Yeah, he got like Thunder. He said it was like really like sickening, or he just like made him really sad that there was no like practical stuff around him.
Yeah, man.
Something like that.
Like there's beauty in having like practical effects, and that's why I think Werewolf by Night. That's why it was successful, because all that stuff that we saw, that was real. Like,
it's practical.
Practical effects. It was practical and it worked.
usually like horror based stuff like that. Like I watch a lot of kill counts with James A. Janice. I watch a lot of that, so I learn like a lot about like basically like the horror business basically. And usually
Gotcha.
with stuff like that, it's all practical. That's why I really love like the horror genre, just the craft and like the just the craft and like the I can't think of the word, but
Yeah, there's a craftsmanship that comes behind, um, horror and action in general. Like there's a
yeah,
design to it. Like set design is really important,
yeah,
as well as like the look of characters, the look of monsters and stuff. Like the
yeah,
Predator, that film that came out this year, that was all practical. Other than like the after effects that they added, like the
yeah.
actual Predator itself looked
Yeah,
real.
but he was actually he was real. Yeah, it was an animatronic face, which is
Yes,
sick. That's what, again, that's why I'm such a stickler for horror movies because I just like seeing the effort that gets put into this effects and stuff.
absolutely, man. And it's creative. I feel like it's a lot more creative from an artistic perspective, man. Like
Definitely.
CGI is great, but you got these CGI workers, like these effects workers working to that at
Yeah.
Marvel. So like, bruh, like get some makeup artists, have them do some work too.
Yeah, man.
Like that should be important.
Like think about it from like years from now. Like I'm talking about years. Some of that CGI is gonna look like whack. It's just gonna be like, ooh, like with something that just really like I was just like, why did they do that? Was Black Bolt's suit in Multiverse of Madness. It was just pure CGI. It wasn't practical. I was like,
What?
yeah, I was just like, what? But why? I mean, it looks good, but like, why'd you do that? And then like
Yeah,
in No Way Home, it was like they CGI'd Andrew running through the portal. I was like, they could have not have got him to do that. Like he could
yeah,
have.
that's weird, man.
Yeah, it was
That's
weird.
weird.
It looks wonky. That's something that really like kind of like takes me out of MCU movies. Is sometimes during the action scenes where it's just like you can tell that it's CGI. Like I know Black Widow, that when she was fighting Taskmaster in her movie, it just like it was actually Scarlett Johansson, but then I could tell when she like basically like jumped on him, did the little grapple thing. I can tell it's CGI. Like it
Yeah,
just didn't look real. Like if you're
dude.
gonna use CGI, you gotta put in a lot of like money into
Work.
it. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of
work.
work and money.
It costs money. It costs. I mean, there's a lot of work that you have to do, but I feel like you need to focus on the story at hand. Like, if you don't have to use it, don't use it.
Yeah,
You don't have. And that's the thing with Marvel, like in the MCU and like all these movies that are coming out. Like we're as fans, we're obsessed with these spectacles, right? So they kind of have to do that, you know.
yeah,
Like they have to have these big event films that are spectacles that have all these visuals, like and that's a part of the storytelling, but it doesn't always have to be like that. And I feel like as fans, we have to accept the fact that like there's a creative side to things, and sometimes the creative side is the right thing to do. So I
yeah,
think that's important.
yeah. Because I'll never turn down a practical effect.
Oh
Like I
yeah,
would, there
of
would
course
never,
not.
you'll never hear a time where I'm just like, man, why did they not CGI this? Like, no, if anything, step away from CGI. Let's do more practical
For sure.
effects.
Real fighting, like
Yeah, real
bro,
fighting. Yeah, let's get some
like
real choreography.
there are some parts in some of the older Marvel movies where I'm like, bro, like you could have done this in practical. Like what's going on? Like
Yeah,
Black Panther, they could have easily done like the bus scene, or not the bus scene, like the end with Killmonger and T'Challa. They could have done that practical,
yeah. Cause,
but
dude, what that's like my biggest takeaway of the movie. It's like,
yeah,
oh man, we're about to see them fight in their Panther suits, and then it looks like a PS2 game.
oh, it looks
That
so bad.
that literally took me out the movie, man. I was just like, wow, you know, a
And that movie's still great,
really
but
good movie. Yeah,
yeah, but that's one of the weaker parts of the film. But
yeah,
what it really
definitely.
excites me about Black Panther 2, bro, is that they had time to really work on the visuals. So you know for a fact that this next one is going to be way better in that part. of the film. Just like the fact that we're gonna possibly get some top tier visuals. So
Definitely,
we'll
even
have
from
to
the
see.
poster, even even from the poster alone, the recent one that just came out, I'm like, wow, they're actually like
Oh, dude,
putting
it
effort
looks
into
so good.
this.
It looks so, dude. I didn't even watch the trailer.
You
I didn't
did?
even watch the trailer. No, I didn't.
Oh man,
I didn't watch the
dude,
trailer. I
dude, you're
watched
in for
the first teaser, but I didn't watch this trailer. I'm raw dogging it, man.
yeah. And you're in for a treat then because I watched the
Oh, for real.
trailer and I was just like, whoa, this is wow. Like
Dude, we'll
I've
see.
never
We'll see,
been.
bro.
Marvel is like I won't lie. Marvel has been slowly like reeling me back in because recently I was just like, I'm not really too big on it. I'll just watch what looks cool, basically.
Yeah.
But like with Wakanda Forever, Werewolf by Night,
Yep.
Daredevil finally being in She-Hulk,
Dude.
and then
Okay, are you caught up on She-Hulk?
no,
Okay, no
I don't
worries.
know what's happening. But I saw the Daredevil stuff. Like I just skipped and watched the Daredevil stuff.
Dude, honestly, that last episode was the best part, bro. Like
Yeah, I've
they
heard,
kind of
dude.
hold us. They kind of hold us with the whole series, bro, because a lot of it is nothing, and it's just them. Like it's just Jen in court cases, which is, I mean, that's her job. She's a lawyer, but like
Mm,
that's not interesting, bro. Like
yeah,
there has to be some action in a comic book action film, bro. Like you gotta have 50% action in the show. Like
yeah.
that ain't really cutting it. Come on, dog.
Because that's what I heard. I heard it was just like nothing was. There was no direction. Nothing was happening. And
Of
then
course.
like I remember I was just like, I just surfed into the comment section of people's videos, and people were just like, "Wait, the story's gonna pick up in the last two episodes. Stop complaining." I'm like, shows aren't supposed to do that. You're
Yeah,
not supposed to like BS around for like half the show and then pick up the story in the last three episodes.
of
That's
course,
like
man.
that's
And that's what I'm
crazy how
saying.
like She-Hulk has the most episodes of like the recent MCU shows, but it didn't go anywhere.
Bruh, you're not wrong. But I think they tried to do too much with it because
Mm.
they're trying to do like the whole relationship stuff. They tried to make it a rom com. They're also doing the origin story with Jen,
Yeah.
and it's going all over the place, like you said. So it's kind of confusing. But I feel like they should have just had one, maybe just a movie, bro. Because like I was saying, you can't do these shows, or you can't do a film, break it up into 7 parts,
Yeah.
and have like all these different scenes, and they're not connected in any way. Like that's very confusing.
Yeah, that's what
Very
cuz
confusing.
I just kind of look at clips and I'm like every single clip that I looked at it was something different. Not a good
Yeah,
thing either. It's just like that doesn't something's not adding up.
it's random.
Yeah,
It's
it was
not that it's
random.
different. It's random.
Yeah, it was just like this isn't adding up. Like Long was there for a little bit. There was this one girl who was like, what is it? She had a Y, two N's or Y's in her name, but then she like a little dance after. She's like, it's not where you think or something like that. I haven't caught up,
Yeah,
so I don't know. I don't know her name,
I
but
don't know, man.
I was just like, what's happening? And she's with Wong. I'm like, wait, what's Wong doing here? And
I
then
feel you.
someone made Daredevil's suit, and I'm like, wouldn't he already have a suit in an
Exactly.
established universe? And I'm like, maybe because I haven't watched it, that's why I was kind of just like pushing it aside. But now that I
Yeah.
see a lot of people's reviews, I'm like, yeah, that's you know,
What they should have done. I mean, it's a rom com, right? It's or no. Well, I mean, you could say it's a rom com. If they're gonna make the show, just make She-Hulk, but have it be just like a basic rom com with Matt and her.
yeah,
Like that could be, and it could be about one court case just dragged out throughout the whole series.
that's what I was
And
thinking they
that,
were gonna do.
yeah,
Well, like
but
the
no, but
Abomination court case, I
yeah,
that's where I stopped. Where that court case started, that's why I stopped watching.
you honestly did not miss much, man. To be
Yeah, I can
honest with
tell.
you, you didn't miss much. You could have easily watched 1 through 4 or 1 through 3, and then watch the last one, and you're good.
Oh,
You didn't
well,
miss
I
out
guess
on
I'll do
anything.
that then. Honestly, because that's where I stopped, episode 3.
But I have to be real with you. Like the actor Tatiana Maslany, like she's a good actor. There's nothing wrong with like the actors or anything. It's just the writing. The writing
Yeah.
is rocky, bro. It's everywhere,
Yeah.
and that's a problem.
I also saw it was like it's really controversial with the whole like it's kind of like being like I've heard it's being like derogatory towards men, but it's like it's not doing it in like a clever way. Like I saw one guy's video. He made like a really good example. Harley Quinn does it like great.
Yeah,
If you Harley Quinn on Netflix, not Netflix, HBO Max,
HBO, yeah.
yeah, it does it perfectly. And while watching Harley Quinn, most of that went over my head because I wasn't looking into it. But now looking back, literally every dude in that show is dumb. Like that's because that's how
Yeah.
Harley sees them. But it's not like she's telling the viewer that. She's not saying like, "Oh yeah, men bad." Like, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't do that at all. It's
I
basically
think
like,
what you need to do, like when you're making a show, especially a show that's like centered on like race or gender or culture, you need to show it.
yeah, yeah.
You
That's
don't
basically what the
use
guy was
you
saying. I
don't use to
forgot
like
his name.
preach it, and it comes off like very inauthentic.
Yeah,
And that's why a lot of people are very mixed when it comes to that show because it's not showing you anything. It's
yeah,
just kind of lecturing you, and nobody wants to watch like Sesame Street. You know? Like we don't want to
yeah.
be
No,
like
nobody
we
wants
don't
to
need a
just
lecture on anything.
yeah, because it's
We,
like
we just we just want to see it.
with her saying like with her basically like invalidating the Hulk's feelings in like the first episode where she was like, "Yeah, I can handle my anger better than you because I get catcalled and have men tell me what to do." That just felt like the studio was like two big arrows. Like, look what we did. We did it. Look
Yeah,
at this. Like, don't do that. That's
yeah.
so
I don't know how I feel
bad.
about that, bro. Because on one side, I'm like, okay, that's her experience. Like she
Yeah.
didn't have to go through like the same thing Bruce did.
Hmm.
But then it's also like kind of confusing.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I don't know what to really think of it.
Me
But
personally, I would have went with that first because I watched the first episode. I would have went with that first scene where it was like where she was getting catcalled and she hulked out, right? And she like
yeah,
got.
perfect.
I would have left it like that. I would have
Yeah,
showed you instead of telling you.
yeah. Now I'm a whole. Like, what are
Yeah.
you gonna do now?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
nice try. Like, I feel like that's definitely more effective. But yeah. Even Marvel, I feel like you can't be in between this gray area, and I feel like a lot of the Marvel shows when they're talking about politics, when they're talking about like race, gender, all these things, you need to show things for what they really are. And that's
Yeah.
what Black Panther did a really good job at doing, bro. Like having two political um, opposing characters that represent two political ideologies. You have Killmonger, and
Hmm.
you also have T'Challa.
Yeah.
You have a culture that's existed for years, and they don't want to give resources to um, all the other people in the world. Like that. It presents issues that the characters have to fight through. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and
I
I feel
get
like
that.
that's what made Black Panther so good. And their ideologies is a lot deeper than you think. So
Yeah.
you can't have gray area because you don't have a position, you don't have a stance when you do that. Um, you have to have a clear point as to why you have these characters in the show, and then overall you got to have good writing,
Yeah.
and that's
At the
what
end of the
Black
day.
Panther had. That's what Black Panther had, man. Like if you're gonna touch
Yeah.
on politics, you got to show the world for how it actually is,
Yeah.
and you can't just show us half-assed like politics. It just it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You got to
I mean,
deal with real world politics.
I want to say that like Falcon and the Winter Soldier did that really well.
You think
Honestly,
so?
yeah, I believe so. It's
Okay.
kind of like it low key came out of nowhere because it's like we haven't seen like racism in the MCU up to that moment, you know?
Of course.
Yeah, like nobody really talks about, Rhodey being an Iron Man. Like, like I feel if it's as if Iron Man existed in the real world and then Rhodey came out as War Machine, people would be upset. They'd be like, we don't
Oh,
we
of
don't want a
course.
black Iron Man. Like, but we don't see that. We don't see any of that. Like I would want to think like people would say some like I don't know. They should have just like added that stuff within it instead of trying to shoehorn it in Phase 4. Because we've seen it with like
Yeah,
She-Hulk where they were like where they basically poked fun at people that were make fun of like female superheroes, and then Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We saw it with the whole racism thing, but then it's like also it feels more corporate based because like even in Endgame where you had like the whole Captain Marvel and like all the women showed up, like come on, that wasn't that that is
yeah.
not a good way to
That I mean,
represent that.
yeah. I mean, it's intentional, man. It's to appeal to little girls. So
Yeah,
that's why they did that. But at the same time, it does kind of feel like I can't speak for women, but
yeah, I
but
can't either.
maybe maybe some feel like it's a bit panderish, you know?
Yeah, for me as a writer and like just having a good eye for that type of stuff, like just seeing when a corporate like seeing when a corporation puts their hands in something or they were told to do something, I can see it happen. And to me, it felt like it was that scene. Sure, you have like little girls that are like, wow, like that were actually like into the scene. I'm happy for them, like when it comes to that, it's like, but like what really blows me is like they did it perfectly in the movie before that where
Yeah.
I forgot who it was, but they were fighting one of the children of Thanos, and then like Black Widow, Okoye, and Scarlet Witch showed up, and
Oh,
it
dude, that was
flowed
perfect.
naturally.
It wasn't forced at all.
It was
It
hard. I was
wasn't
like, yo,
forced.
this is hard. But then you have like, oh, she's not alone, and you have people like Mantis and Gamora show up to protect Captain Marvel. I'm like, this is Captain
Captain
Marvel. We've
Marvel don't
seen
need
her.
no help, bro.
Yeah, we've seen her. She literally just blew through a spaceship before she got here. I mean, she doesn't need
Facts.
any help. Like it was just like
I'm gonna have to
it was
agree
too
with you,
on the
dog.
nose.
Yeah,
Like
like yeah, I don't know how I feel. Just imagine if like they for some reason Marvel was like, we gotta get all the black characters together. They gotta fight together. Like, how weird that would be.
yes, you see what I'm saying? It's like it's like imagine replace Captain Marvel with Black Panther, and then
Oh
like, oh,
man.
how are you gonna get through that? Don't worry, he has help. And then like Valkyrie, Sam Wilson, like all of Wakanda just show up and start. I would be like, dude, what is this? Like I wouldn't be like,
Dude.
yeah, like
I'd be like,
no,
what the? I'd be
yeah,
cringe. Like
yeah, you're
this moments that like you feel like it's very cringy, but like
yeah,
I'd be
you're
like, bruh,
insulting my intelligence. What are you doing?
facts. Like just stop, bro. Just stop.
Yeah, no, this isn't
Save
cool.
this for something else. You know?
Like, bro, that would be so cringy. That's how it felt. That's how it felt. But then again, I'm not a woman, so I can't really speak on how they feel about it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. But like,
Yeah,
it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird.
yeah, but it's
I
just
will say
crazy.
that.
It's really just crazy how they're just now trying to like get all political and stuff. Because
Yeah,
I throughout the MCU, I haven't really seen it like that. Maybe I have to rewatch some stuff, but all the way up till now, like all the way up till Endgame, I haven't seen a single thing.
yeah. Well, I mean, First Avenger, Civil War, um, all the Captain America movies are very political. Like in my opinion,
I can see that,
like
yeah.
yeah, they're very political. Black Panther is very political, and I feel like they got those characters right
Yeah.
because like you always have two opposing um views that are in the film, and the characters do a good job of showing off, their positions, and that's why Captain America was good. That's actually why I think that's the best series in the MCU because it
I would
touches
say
on
so too.
serious, subjects. So um, politics it's been dealt with, but not to the same degree.
Yeah.
Like not race.
Yeah.
Black Panther and Falcon and the Winter Soldier are the only ones that really do that. Yeah, that those are the only ones that I can really think of. It's only until Phase 4 that you see that they're going for like gender, race.
Yeah.
and all these other subjects that are interesting. So I think when they're dealing with those topics, they gotta don't show us the gray area. Show us like the seriousness to the situation. Like it's a
Yeah.
lot deeper than what you think. Like I personally think they could have done a lot more with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like I feel like the series is pretty much about Sam trying to prove why he needs to be like this black super or black Captain America
Mm-hmm.
when it really shouldn't have been about him just choosing to do that himself.
Yeah.
Like he already knows like Cap gave him that shield, like it's his not his job to do it. It's
Mm-hmm.
because he wants to do it and because he feels he needs to do it because it's his right to, you know?
Yeah.
So I think there's so many things that I feel like they got wrong with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like you have Carly, who is a villain. Let's be real. She's not an anti-hero. She's not revolutionary at all. Like she killed people.
Yeah, she's a straight villain.
She bombed, dude. She bombed a building with
Yeah, no.
innocent people in it. Like that. That was just not okay. Like,
Yeah.
dude, are you cool if like I add someone to the live?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know if they'll. I don't know. There's so many people, but anyways, we can do that later. I ain't gonna worry about that. But yeah, I don't think Falcon and the Winter Soldier touched on enough. In
It
my personal
it was
opinion.
surface level. Surface level.
Very surface level, man. Very surface level.
Because they didn't really capitalize on. I forgot, guys. Isaiah, I think it's right. Isaiah Bradley, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really
That
like.
boy's A.
Yeah, they didn't really touch up on that. I was just like,
It's very brief.
yeah,
Very brief.
like I would have loved to see like more of that. Basically, it would have made a really interesting parallel between Sam Wilson and him.
Oh, absolutely, bro. And just imagine if like they would somehow make like just a project with Isaiah Bradley in it.
Maybe even
Just
like a
him.
what if episode.
Oh, dude, that would be perfect.
Honestly,
I'd watch it.
yeah, because it feels like he's just
I'd
like
watch it.
I felt like he was just he felt like a plot device. He didn't feel like an actual character.
For sure.
Yeah, I was just like, what's going on here? Like again, that's literally my initial reaction to anything Marvel. When Marvel does something wrong, I'm just like, what are you doing? Like,
but they're gonna fix it. I mean, with them having like a sequel, like a Captain America 4 film, now you have enough time to really tell that story.
yeah.
You know, if they choose to. I mean, I know they're trying to bring in um, other characters from She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk was supposed to be in it or something.
I think it's the leader.
The leader was
Yeah.
supposed to be in it. That's right. And he was supposed to be like a main villain.
Yeah.
I'll have to see how that goes.
I've already heard Captain America 4 is going through a lot of controversy already.
Yeah.
It's some I didn't really get into it, but something about like I don't know, something about like Middle Eastern, like I don't know, I forgot, but it's like
there's like this Israeli character that's very anti-Palestinian.
Yeah.
And that's an issue for a lot of people because that's like a real thing. Like some people have an issue with radical, and I want to say this in the correct way. Like there's Zionists that are very violent,
yeah,
anti-Palestinian, and that's they don't want to make a controversial film, and that's a problem for a lot of people.
Yeah,
because you're also dealing with real life politics, and then you're also dealing with religion, and it could be anti-Semitic, or it could be anti-Palestinian. So like that's touchy, man. And the
yeah.
The villain is basically a Zionist.
Really?
A bigot. Yeah, like I think so. It's something that one of my mutuals were talking about. So I'll have to dig deeper into that. I don't want to misquote or anything.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really like dig into it. I was just like, I don't want to like say something wrong.
Yeah, like I think the line that it was crossing. So
Mm,
yeah, but I don't know how to feel about it, man. I think Anthony Mackie, I think he's hilarious. I think he has charisma. He's dope. I like him, but I don't know. I don't know where this direction is gonna go, man. We don't know.
yeah. Still don't know
No,
how he's able to throw that shield though, but that's a discussion for another day.
dude, I saw your video. So the shield. Here's how it was explained. So the shield is like 12 pounds, right?
Yeah.
It's not that heavy, but yeah, if you throw it, you can slice someone's head off. But like
Yeah, but it's
like I mean he's not a super soldier, so he can't like actually throw it as hard. And
hmm
that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like if he can't throw it as hard, it's not gonna be as dangerous. I
yeah.
guess I don't know.
I I don't know. I think it would have been this. I'm not holding this against the show at all, but like now looking back at it, like after like making that point, I'm like, they could have showed us the scene where he like throws it like super hard and he catches it and he like hurts himself or something because again, he's a normal guy, so
Yeah,
it's like
dude, I don't know how they're gonna do it because he doesn't have a super soldier serum. I mean, he has a suit. They can make it like a not an Iron Man suit, but like just an advanced suit, and
yeah,
that
just
could
a
be
physically advanced
hilarious.
suit. I mean, that
So
would
I
be
mean,
dope. I'd like to see that.
yeah, I actually like that too. But that's how they make Falcon cool. Because I mean, I think Anthony Mackie's cool. Like I like
Yeah,
Falcon, but
really
like
cool.
you also have Iron Man and War Machine. Like
Yeah,
they're way cooler. So like,
thousand times cooler, dude. Like when I was growing up, I saw Falcon. I'm just like, wow, this is just a dude with wings. Like, like what's the cool thing he can do? That was me when I was like, I
exactly.
first saw him in Winter Soldier. I was just like, they just making anybody superheroes now, not knowing
That's what I'm
that he,
saying,
not knowing that he has a whole arsenal of comics.
bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and they're gonna have to really work hard with that because I mean, even Don Cheadle's getting his own movie like that. That seems a lot more interesting because he's
Yeah,
obviously a
dude.
better actor, but he's also long overdue for that. Like
Yeah,
War Machine
exactly.
has been needing a movie for quite some
Needing
time,
needing something, dude. He's been so overlooked within the
dude.
MCU. Like as
Oh
soon
my
as I heard he
god,
was getting a movie, I'm like, let's go. Like that's
dude,
one of
I'm
my
telling you,
that is literally one of
I'm
my
telling you.
favorite characters within the MCU.
Oh yeah, but I mean, my thing is like, what do you do? Like, is it gonna be like what story are you gonna tell? Like, I'm curious.
Yeah, I
Is it gonna
honestly
be like the
don't know.
next Iron Man? Is it gonna be like him taking over Iron Ironheart is like his protege, and they're doing like a kind of
hmm
like a bike cop type of thing, or is it gonna be Anthony Mackie and Don Cheadle? I don't
That
know.
would be hard.
That'd be badass.
But
That'd be
I'm
badass.
if you know like the just the core story of Armor Wars, it's basically like someone's stolen Stark tech, and now it's Rhodey's job to get it back. That's like the surface level.
Which I mean, a lot of them, I'd say every single Iron Man movie is that
Yeah.
someone's stealing his tech, and
Now
then
we
he
have
has to
another
go
one.
out and yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
it's they're gonna have to come up with a good story. I think Don Cheadle, I mean, an actor like that, if you utilize him correctly, like he's gonna be able to do everything you need. So,
Mm,
I mean, a show like that or a movie could be very successful. I'm wanting to see that. Like, come on.
yeah. One thing that I hope they do is like give him a slimmer suit because
Both of
every
them.
single movie I've seen, his suits just get bigger and bigger.
Yep.
I'm like, I don't like like his Endgame suit's probably his worst looking suit because
Dude,
it's just so
give him
huge.
nanotech. You're over here giving him like
Yeah,
the hand me downs, bro.
exactly. Where's his nanotech at? Imagine this
Come on,
man
dog.
having like a nanotech minigun that can just like
That'd be fire.
traverse onto his shoulder to like his arms and hands and stuff, dude. That'd be so hard. Maybe
Bro,
Riri will hook him up because I think Riri has nanotech already.
yeah, and Riri, she's like an MIT student, so
Yeah.
she's the only one that can really fix the suit in general.
Yeah,
So
because
yeah,
Brody knows really. He has like surface level knowledge about how Tony's suits
exactly.
work.
He just has military training. He knows how to shoot guns. That's about it.
That's it.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he's cool. Like, don't get me wrong.
But no, yeah. Again, Marvel is still reeling me back in when it comes to just hype because you have
I know.
arm. They gave Rhodey his own movie. I'm like, okay, okay. Then you have like Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine. I'm like,
Wolverine.
all right,
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
And
Ryan
then now
Reynolds
now I'm
and
just now
freaking Hugh
figuring out.
Jackman.
And like, bro,
Dude,
now I'm just now figuring out that like Fantastic Four is supposed to be like this interdimensional, like just travel movie where they're just like going
cool.
through dimensions. I'm like,
I'm cool.
that is hard. Like I thought it was gonna be like an origin story. I'm like, I don't want to see this, but no, it's gonna be. They're already established. Like they're already a group. They're already together. They've been in
Dude,
the
that's fire.
MCU. They've just been like traveling through dimensions and stuff. I'm like, wow, that's hard. And then
I'm with that.
I
I'm
saw
with
like
that.
the leaked Quantumania trailer. Hard,
Fire.
like, dude. I'm like,
Fire, dog.
yo, what is?
That's
I'm
fire.
hyping, getting right back on the hype train, dude.
Same.
But
And we gotta be careful, man. Like buying into hype. Um, we can get excited for something. That's okay. But like,
yeah,
we shouldn't be out here like expecting things that are not going to happen.
I
Like,
I always make
just
sure to not like do that, especially because it's just like that's why I don't really listen to like other creators on here where they're like, oh, he's gonna be in the movie. Oh, guys, this might happen. Like I don't. I swipe up. Like,
yeah.
like I'm not gonna really get my hopes up, and I'm not really gonna like have other or just like I just don't want that in my like in my perspective while watching the movie or while waiting for the movie because I'm hearing that Black Adam's post credit scene got leaked and it's supposed to the spoilers slightly
Yeah,
yes no
honestly, like I did a video on that, and I was like, bro, like y'all are getting people are getting out of hand. So like
oh you don't think it's
it
real
could
because I don't think it's real that's why I was like just in case
if it is real, that means the DC is I mean the DCEU is going in a different direction again. So like what do you think, man? Like what are they doing? Are they bringing it back? Are they bringing the Snyderverse back? Is it a different universe? Does Black Adam even take place in the main DCEU? Like that's the question, bro.
yeah why are we making a whole movie about Black Adam to begin with? Let's start
That's what
from
I'm
there.
saying,
Yeah.
bro.
Like, dude,
But hear me out. I think like the test screenings, a lot of people have been saying that the movie is pretty good. So if it's pretty good, if it's good, man, maybe this is the right direction. And The Rock is the guy you sell the film with, you know? He's The
The
Rock.
Rock is the only guy hyping up the film from what
Oh,
I've
dude, he's
seen.
excited. He's the most
Yeah,
excited actor in the DCU, bro.
for real. Like this is all he's talking. He just dropped merch of Black
Dude, I
Adam. I'm
saw
like,
that merch. It was
dude.
fire.
Yeah.
I
I'm
actually
like,
like it.
you know what? If he has high hopes in the movie, I'm not gonna have high hopes, but I'll meet him in the middle. I won't completely trash the movie, but I'll be like
Exactly.
right there.
Dude, I'm gonna see the film and think critically about it. Like it doesn't have to be like this big crossover event. Like none of that, bro. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. If it's average, I'll be honest, it's average. If it's bad, I'll be honest, it's bad. Like we gotta see
Honestly,
things for what they are.
honestly, I'm gonna think of it as like a Fast and the Furious movie,
Really?
like where it's just like I'm expecting no sort of character development, no sort of conversations outside of like a couple jokes. Like most of the conversations are just gonna be plot. Like that's what I'm expecting. It's gonna be fast paced, high action. Do we
How
even know
long is
like
it?
who's the villain? The villain hasn't
Yeah,
even
we
been
have no
revealed
clue.
yet.
I think it's like Sabak or something, which is like the devil, or like I have no clue. I don't know, but
Yeah, I mean,
we'll have to watch it. Like I'm gonna have to see it myself.
I'm gonna honestly, and also I'm thinking it's gonna be like another Morbius situation. That's the vibes I'm getting from it. That's what I said in my video. It's like
Really?
Yeah, it's giving me Morbius vibes where they hype it up like to the extent, and it turns out just to be like really bad. Plus, it's been
Bro, even
delayed
with the test,
already. This movie was supposed to come out like last year, November, but it got
yeah,
delayed.
I think
So
it's well. I mean, all the DC movies got delayed, and
yeah, I think
that was mostly
Aquaman 2
because
got canceled, didn't it? Is
no,
Aquaman 2?
not
Oh, did it didn't get canceled?
it. It got moved to next year because DC doesn't have any money.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like DC, like they've been planning on like delaying movies for quite some time, and it's just because like the direction that they were going like is wrong, and
Mm-hmm.
plus they're trying to like the HBO thing, and they're trying to merge it with Discovery. Like they have been planning that for quite some time. We just didn't know about it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking. So I don't know, but people are saying the test screenings are really good. Um, a few people like it, so I don't know. And they're saying that Black Adam tested the same as Batgirl, so we'll have to
but they
basically
canceled
see.
Batgirl.
Yeah, true.
I
But then
think the
again,
only
it's not.
thing. What were we gonna say?
Or go ahead. No, I was gonna say like Batgirl really didn't have a lot of big stars in it. So
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying. Like the
Michael
only
Keaton's
thing that
one, but that's it.
yeah, like the only thing that saved Black Adam from not being completely scrapped was The Rock.
Yeah,
The Rock is literally carrying Black Adam on his shoulders.
yes,
No, at this point, he's carrying the whole DCEU on his shoulders. Like
yeah.
he's
I
literally
mean, you're
keeping
not
it
wrong, bro.
alive.
You are literally not wrong. But hey,
But
man, like
I mean, I'm
they need
down
to.
for a crazy superhero movie.
Same.
I just don't know what to expect. I don't know whether to be hyped, scared, upset that they're making this, or just happy that The Rock is finally playing a superhero.
I think after this, I wouldn't even do a sequel, man. I'd just do this film, have him
Mm,
be the main villain in the DCU. Like that's
yeah,
it.
put him in
And then
Shazam.
yeah, put him in Shazam, have Superman be a villain or Superman be a part of that film as well, and
Yep.
just
Boom.
kind
There
of
you
build
go.
up to the next phase.
Excuse me. Sorry, but
No, you could.
yeah, yeah. But honestly, Shazam got delayed too, didn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. Personally,
Yeah.
I don't think they should have made a sequel for Shazam, especially with
Why?
like I don't know. It's just like I don't think it called for a sequel really, because where do you go from here? Like you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I feel you. I
I
feel you.
mean,
But I mean, I think what they're trying to do is go for something new.
okay,
So, you know, like the first one was really successful.
yeah, I like the first one.
Why not do a second one? So I think it's just a business strategy for sure.
Yeah, yeah. If this one did good, they definitely want another one. But
That's
like then
true.
again, I don't know. I guess they should have. I don't know. If it was me, I would have probably just made like a one and done movie, threw Black Adam in that one, called it a day.
Gotcha.
Instead of trying to make like a sequel with like no really established plot within the trailer. Because like trailers are usually supposed to like give you a gist of what's about to happen. Watching that trailer, I had no idea what was happening.
Mm,
Like he's fighting a
gotcha.
dragon. He's on fire. Um, the one guy that gave him the powers, I thought he died. No, he shows back
Yeah.
up. I'm like, okay, I don't, I don't know. I think that's gonna be an HBO Max watch for me.
Yeah. I mean, I think Shazam's a top five DC film, in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah, it's still a really good film. I agree honestly. With number one being Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad.
Oh
Honestly,
yeah. I mean, that's not bad. I would say Wonder Woman, The Suicide Squad, Shazam, maybe the Snyder Cut. Those are some of the better films that are in there. But for the most part, a lot of the DC projects have been pretty average or worse.
does the bat? Oh, sorry.
Oh, the
Does
Batman.
the
Yeah, the Batman.
yeah?
The
I
Batman.
was about to say, does that count as DCEU? Because I remember someone told me it doesn't. I was like,
Yes. Well, it's extended.
Yeah,
Extended
that's what.
universe. So,
Isn't the
you know,
E and DCEU extended? Meaning
yeah.
it's the whole
It's not a
universe.
yeah. It's not just that specific universe. It's
Yeah,
everything. So DCEU. It's in its own unit. Like the Batman is its own entity in itself, but like
yeah,
it's
but
still a
it's like
part
a
of.
multiverse thing,
Exactly,
basically.
man. Exactly. But yeah,
Hopefully he does not tie in with the DC. He probably won't, honestly, to be real.
mm, you don't think so?
No, not at all. He'll probably have his own probably like the Gotham universe, because like
Yeah,
similar to like Spider-Man, like someone like Spider-Man could have his own cinematic universe,
for
but
sure.
like Sony's not doing it right at all. Like, dude,
They're
I,
not.
st- I still can't get over like a Craven the Hunter movie. Like, dude, what? Why?
There's no point. And then they're trying to make him like a animals rights activist, and
He's not. He's a poacher.
exactly. And that would have been a great way to to talk about poaching.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean it is what it is.
yeah. I was
But
thinking about making like a whole video of how I would save like Sony's Sinister Six
I don't know
universe.
how. I don't know how you could do that, man.
I
Like
could, if they like made me like the Sony's Kevin Feige, I could do it. If they want these villains to have their own movies, I'll give it to them. I would give Lizard his own movie. God, that would suck. I don't know the plot. I don't know anything behind it.
I mean, like, what do you do, bro?
Yeah, I
Like, what do you
honestly
do?
don't know. I guess you would just it would be like another Morbius situation where a doctor does an experiment, the experiment goes wrong, and then you just have the lizard being hunted by this team. Maybe have a post credit scene where Morbius finds him and he's like, "Hey, you're just like me. We're sick and we used this experiment and now we're monsters."
Yeah,
I met a guy I'm pretty sure this has something to do with Spider-Man, but I met a guy that he has wings. He's trying to get us all together to do something good, and then boom, fade to black. Just mention Spider-Man, or I don't know.
bro. They could do like a Sinister Six movie, but it's like the Suicide Squad,
They
and it's
could,
like
but like, who's the Sinister Six working for? What are their motives besides destroying the city?
kill Spider Man. Like,
Yeah,
like that's about it.
and even then, I don't even think Spider-Man would be able to take them down for real, because they're still trying to put Venom in the team. You have Venom and Morbius. He's going to struggle with like both of them. There's no
Yeah,
way.
that ain't gonna
It's
work,
a
bro.
really strong Sinister Six team. I was also thinking about like an Otto Octavius film, like just like a young Otto Octavius, or just Otto Octavius with like a young Peter Parker. Like it would be on like, you know how they had their relationship in Spider Man, or like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the
it's
thing.
not.
You can't make a story about a villain and not have a triumph or like
Yeah,
you can't make the villain the protagonist without
yeah, that's not how that
having
works.
an
It's kind of just like,
antagonist to the protagonist. You know?
yeah, it's kind of just like what, because if you do that again, yeah, who's the villain? You're gonna turn him into an anti-hero, basically. That's what you did with Venom. Venom's already an anti-hero. That works. But then you
Yeah.
did it with Morbius. Morbius has really never been an anti-hero. Excuse me.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, man. I don't know. I don't know what to think, man. But I think a lot of the Sony movies have been horrible, and the reason why is because they have nothing to do. Like,
Yeah.
like
Like,
I'm not that interested in a Madam Web movie at all.
yeah, I don't. And the
Not at
plot is
all.
so just generic. They have to like go
Oh yeah,
back in time to make sure
they
Peter
already did
Parker was
that.
born. I'm like,
X-Men already did that.
yeah,
Um, Avengers already did that.
yeah.
Um, Spider-Verse, I think they're doing something with
Oh,
that.
time
So I
travel.
mean, I think it may just be other universes, man. Again, I don't know,
Oh,
but I mean, once you're playing with like multiple universes, that's kind of it's in that realm of like time travel and multiverses.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will definitely
That's
like
about it, man.
start the blueprints of that video and just like
Oh yeah.
see what I can do.
I don't know how I do it, but if you do, bro, I'm interested to see.
Yeah,
I honestly would like to
probably
know.
like a Black Cat film. Black Cat could work. Nobody
Yeah,
would really
because she.
watch that, but it could
Well,
work.
think about it, bro. If the concept is like her, she's a jewel thief,
Yeah,
she's stealing shit. That'd be like a heist movie. That would work.
that could work. That could work. That could work. But
You know what
like
I'm
then
saying? Like
again, I don't want another like Halle Berry Catwoman situation.
that was garbage. That
Yeah,
was
I don't.
garbage. That was the
I
worst
don't want
movie
that
ever, man.
situation.
That movie was trash.
I could do like a Green Goblin. God, that it, I'll blueprint it later. It's gonna be really hard.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, I think we pretty much hit on everything, man. Like,
Yeah,
not much
the
really
good.
anything to talk about.
Yeah, the good news of October.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. We got Black Panther in a couple weeks. We got Black Adam in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we got good games coming out in a couple weeks. Well,
Yup.
I think both of them
Yup.
come like Sonic Frontiers and God of War Ragnarok come out on the same day. I feel so
Oh
bad for Sonic, dude. Oh my god. Oh man.
oh yeah, man. Hold up. But yeah, if Marvel DC content, man, I think we're fixing to get off, man. If you want to hit us up some other time, you definitely get on live when we get time. But yeah, we touched on everything. That's about it, man. Like,
Yep.
I don't have anything else to really talk about, but
Yeah, that
what
was
we
it,
talked
really.
about. Yeah.
Yep.
So
We
it is what
emptied
it
the
is.
tank, really. All the
Go
controversy.
watch Werewolf by Night. Um, yeah, that's about it, man.
Yeah, I'm actually about to put on Werewolf by Night right now.
Dude, watch it, man. You'll enjoy it. It's only an hour. It's
Yeah,
so like
I'll end off my night
short and
with it.
concrete. You're gonna have fun, man. Blockbuster TV show. Yeah, I'm excited for that,
Oh, really? I've heard about that. It's
dude.
who is it? I forgot his name. I don't know the actor, but he's in
Randall Park.
WandaVision. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Randall Park. He's the go, man. He's funny.
Is it by
He's
like
funny,
I
bro.
I might be wrong. Is it by the same people who made like Superstore and like The Office, or am I
Yes,
tripping?
dude.
It is.
Yes,
Oh my
bro.
god.
Dude, have you seen Brooklyn 99?
Yes, bro.
That used to be my show, bro. That used to be
My
my
god.
show.
Oh,
Man.
now I'm excited. When does it come out?
That's a good question. I have no clue, but I'm excited for it. I really am.
Oh, also, season 2 of if you're like a big horror fan, season 2 of Chucky just came out last
Oh, really?
Wednesday. Yeah.
What streaming service is that on?
It is if you have Hulu TV or if you just have cable,
Gotcha.
it's on Sci-Fi.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
I didn't
It's
know
a
that.
really good show, man. Like it's really slept on. I hear nobody talking about it.
That's crazy, man. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, really good show. It's just like it doesn't take itself too seriously. That's what makes it really good. It's like a dark comedy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I like stuff like that. It's very satirical. It's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I think I'm fixing. I'm gonna hit y'all up later, man. Dude, it's nice talking to you, man.
Yeah, it
It's
was
been
nice
quite
talking to
some
you too,
time.
man. Hey, you
Yeah,
take it easy. Take it easy, bro.
you too. You too, man. I got like school and everything. I got homecoming coming up. Like, I'm not trying to go too crazy.
Yeah, same here, dude. Like bro. But hey, man.